Today's lesson, trauma. Hello out there in TV land, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about Tomb Raider, Legend of Lara Croft. It's the Netflix anime that came out a few years back. I figure since, I think it was 2024, I figure since season 2 is on the way, it'll be here in a few days, we can go ahead and talk about season 1. This is my first time watching it. I honestly kind of forgot about it because I remember it dropped and people just were kind of like meh about it, and I didn't think it'd get a second season, so I was just like, whatever. But season 2 comes, so I figured let's watch it. And like, it's not too bad. I do have some gripes about it, but we'll hold that. First, let's get into the story. The story is basically it's Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider. For those who don't know, she just goes around treasure hunting all over the world, going to different tombs, discovering things, selling them. But most of the time, she ends up saving the world somehow from some curse or some organization or some deity. And this is no exception. However, the thing is a little different here. When we meet Lara Croft, a tragedy has happened. Somebody's died. And now she's dealing with trauma from that. So she's not the Lara Croft she normally is. And also, like, a mysterious man comes and named Charles and breaks into her house and steals a treasure that she got with her mentor, Raw. And now she has to track this dude down. Then she discovers, lo and behold, he's gathering all these gems that could destroy the world. And this anime it's decent. I will say it's decent. I remember when it first came out, a lot of people were just going ham on it. I kind of figured they were going more ham than they should have, and I was right. But let's talk about what's good about it. What I like about it is the art style. Art style is clean. It looks good. It's Netflix. Characters look nice. Laura looks like Lara Croft. A lot of the characters look like the characters, so I like how that looks. The animation's pretty decent. Like, the action scenes look good. There's a really cool chase scene, I think, in episode 2 or 3. So that's pretty cool. The characters are actually pretty good. I enjoy Joe. Joe's the star of the show. He's like Lara Croft's like big brother. He's always 10 toes down. Jonah is the guy that everybody wants to have as their big bro. But honestly, most of them don't have, to be completely honest. Zip's fine. He's good. He's good at what he does. Zip's cool. We run into her other best friend later down the line, Carmela. She's cool. The person that's not actually that great at first is Laura. She is the one that was killing me because she's just like, this event happened, like, you know, she's traumatized by it. I'll tell you what it is. Her mentor dies, and he dies saving her. At least that's what it looks like. And she's traumatized by it, but it's to the point of she doesn't even talk to any of her friends or family. And, you know, if this was a normal person going through this would make more sense. But this is Lara Croft. This woman's literally having life and death situations regularly. So her not being able to deal with this in a healthy manner just seems kind of crazy. And you have to stick with this for like 3 episodes. And I'll be honest, me and my wife were watching it together, and it was rough for the first 3 episodes. It really was. And then episode 4 kicks in, and then that's when stuff starts getting resolved, and a lot of cool stuff starts happening. And then 4 and up, we're off to the races. This is only 8 episodes, by the way. The show's only 8 episodes, so like it's not long. But by episode 4, we were finally off to the races. Like, we were finally hit our stride, and we're just like, okay, now we're going somewhere. Now we're cooking with grease. So this is good. So like, Laura is a bit, I ain't gonna lie, she's a bit unlikable in the first like 3 episodes, just because she's kind of just a baby. to be honest, and considering her profession and what she does, it's kind of silly. But by episode 4, she gets through it, and then we can finally start, getting into the Lara Croft that we like. The villain's pretty cool. He's cool. He's kind of like meant to be like a reflection of her. He's not anything too crazy though. The true villain really is Trauma. No, honestly, that's the true villain of this show. He's kind of there for her, somebody to fight, but her real villain is Trauma. I want you to remember this. Like, her getting over her demons, her coming to terms with who she is, her, being a Croft and all that entails, that is her true issue. So, there's that. Also, fun fact, the person who voices Lara Croft is Hayley Atwell. And in case you don't know who she is, she played Peggy in Captain America. She also played, I think in the Multiverse of Madness, technically she was Captain America. Is she America or Britain? I'm not sure. Either way, she voices Lara Croft. She does a great job. She's also been in Mission Impossible. She was in Dead Reckoning, and she was also in Part 2 of Dead Reckoning. So, she plays the thief. So Hayley Atwell does a great job. She definitely does. The voice acting is really good. Now, that's one thing I will say. The voice acting, no one can shit talk because it's actually really good. Richard Armitage, he lends his voice once again as the villain. Charles, he does a great job. And in case you wonder who he is, he plays Trevor Belmont in Castle Belmont. Netflix's Castle Belmont. So, Castlevania. It's a Castle Belmont. I'm dead. So, yeah, but, the characters are fine. Well, characters are pretty decent, except Laura. The story is decent. It's not anything crazy. The animation's good. Overall, this show is, it's like a 5, if I had to be honest. I can't. I was gonna give it a 6. I can't really give it a 6. It's just because those first 3 episodes were just kind of rough, and even when it gets going, it's good enough, but it's never amazing. Nothing really amazing happens. When it ends, I feel like, oh, this is good. It ends on a cliffhanger, so it's a good thing I didn't watch this because I would just thought, the fuck, I'll never get this again. But season 2's coming, so yeah. But with everything being considered, I'd say a 5. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not anything super amazing. Hopefully season 2 will be better. Like I said, I hope now that she's dealt with a lot of her issues, we can go into season 2. If she goes into season 2 the way she left after season 1, we were good. We're gonna be cooking with grease. I think we could, run it back. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll definitely try to drop that as soon as it drops. But my verdict is a 5 out of 10. So you can go watch it. You should actually go watch it if you're gonna watch season 2 because it actually is gonna connect. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what's your favorite Tomb Raider game. What's my favorite? Probably Tomb Raider 3. I haven't played Tomb Raider game in a long time. I know my wife, she played not the first, but she played the new ones, all 3 of the new ones. And now that I watch the anime, I kind of actually want to go play after talking with her about it and some of the changes. So, my favorite Tomb Raider right now is 3. It'll be different. Maybe I'll stream and play the games. Who knows? But like, comment, subscribe. Much blessing and abundance. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.